News Talk 1040, Tampa Bay weather forecast.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm meteorologist Alan Archer. News Talk 1040, WHBO's Weather Center forecast. We're going to keep an eye on the southeast with the possibility of a few widely scattered, mainly evening thunder showers. That's for tonight and tomorrow night. Now, today, partly sunny, just hot, humid, high is 94. That feels like to 105 to 108 this afternoon. Then comes a 25% chance of a storm in from the southeast tonight, low at 77. Tomorrow, partly sunny during the daytime, probably dry again at 93. Before tomorrow night's 20% chance of a storm. And then on Thursday, it's a 25% afternoon and evening storm and a high of 93 at News Talk 1040 WHBO.
Tampa Bay's 24-hour news source.
Takes talent to get the news, think it through, write it, back it up with research.
Keeping you informed.
When you need to know.
Get the news!
Every day, all day.
Tampa Bay's 24-hour news source. News Talk 1040 Tampa Bay.
From everywhere USA, it's Fox Across America with Jimmy Failla.
Oh, you're damn right it is. And the world is literally on fire. But we're about to roast some radio marshmallows with a damn good friend of this program. We got Martha McCallum coming up in a little bit. But joining us now in a true embarrassment of radio riches, you know her and love her as Kennedy, the K-Train rolling back into the station at the top of the hour.
Hi, Jim.
The top of the hour.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday to you.
Yeah,
Could be the last one, the way things are trending.
Well, you know, if you've got money saved, go ahead and buy that Lamborghini.
But not the SUV. I know there's a lot of Lamborghini dealerships listening. Because they go, you know, that guy who drove the Ford Crown Victoria, the yellow one, he really drives the auto market now when I get on the radio. Have you seen a Lamborghini SUV? So it's
I have, actually.
the full price of a Lamborghini.
Yes.
But it just looks like it could be the Hyundai SUV.
So is it a grocery getter?
I know. That's
you know,
why
you're taking the kids to baseball practice? Which is great. Like,
Yes.
I am a fan of a station wagon.
Oh, yeah.
And when Jag or Maserati makes a station wagon, I'm like, all in. Like, they have wagons all over Europe because they want to be able to put their stuff in the car like you can in an SUV, but they want the same wheelbase as a sedan.
So the Lamborghini SUV looks really hard for me to distinguish it from, say, like a cool Acura MDX, which is a fine vehicle, but it's about $300,000 cheaper. And that's the argument here is like, if you get a Lamborghini, you're getting something distinct. I'm not necessarily saying it's our vibe, you know, but you are getting a distinct looking vehicle and you might spend $500,000 in it fast.
It's not the same thing pulling up to the Four Seasons in Beverly Hills in an SUV as it is like...
It's just not...
A Lambo.
A Lambo. What are we talking about here? Yeah. A panty dropper, as the kids say.
They do. It's said.
Just quoting Mother Teresa's autobiography again. But Kennedy's in studio because we have some adulting to do. We weren't just here to tank the international supercar market. That wasn't the main goal.
We can do it.
We're like, if we get to that...
Don't want to do it.
If we get to it, fine. If we don't, no big deal. It was more of a call for than a plan for. But as we sit here right now, and this is going to strike a lot of people as odd, because if you listen to the Kennedy Saves the World podcast this week, you know we dedicated the entire thing to our business entity, fartsandajart.com.
That's right. That's our side hustle. That's our retirement plan, and it's a solid one.
It could be it could be a lot of people's retirement plans if they play their card right. All right, so let's talk about it. Kennedy and I always
or their shirts right.
Yeah, play your shirts right. Mm-hmm. So. Again, as people who dedicated an entire broadcast to this prank we play on people that could ultimately become a viable business model, fartsandajart.com. The point is, I don't consider us the model of self-awareness, but we have more than most people who work in the commentary industry.
We try.
Thank you. I'm wearing a leopard print denim jacket.
Like leopard denim. Where'd you get that?
Overseas. I bought it off the internet. This is a real story. I do this in my life.
Is that like Temu Versace?
No, it's actually not bad. It's not like a dirt cheap. It's nice enough, but just stick with me. Whenever I see a jacket that I like on a website, and I want like, hey, wardrobe, can I get that as part of the wardrobe budget? You never know if these overseas websites are actually going to ship you what you order. Mm-hmm. So we always order a dummy jacket. and this one to see if it comes. You order like a $30 jacket, and if it works, you can order the $100, whatever it is. This one actually showed up 9 months after I ordered it.
Oh my gosh.
It showed up, and it's so funny because
It's almost like drunk shopping.
Yeah.
Because you forgot
Yep.
you ordered it. So much time goes by, so many experiences.
Yep.
Then it's out of your memory bank completely.
Yes.
And then it shows up and it's like Christmas.
But say what you want about the second graders in China. These kids can sew.
Yeah.
Okay, you look at the
it's
seam
little
work on this
hands, you know,
jacket.
it's like very nimble fingers.
They get in there. But anyway, it showed up 9 months after I ordered it, and Annie goes, "That's a good thing you chose expedited shipping." It would have been years. But the point is, we are not out here.
We'd be in the Eric Trump administration.
Dare I say, Barron. But we are not out here day in and day out acting like we know everything there is to know. We have slightly more self-awareness than most commentators. There's a lot of analysis, and this is what I'm fascinated about. It's easy to draw comparisons between Iraq and Iran, and we can go on precedent, but we don't actually know what's in that room right now. So I try to give maybe an instinctive reaction, but I at least qualify it with I don't necessarily know. But I don't think social media is built for that level of self-awareness. I think social media just wants everyone to get on there and be like, no, absolutely, bro.
Yeah, exactly. They want the certain hot take.
Yes.
They want as much certainty as possible because certainty has been mistaken for truth.
It's so true. So social media is the biggest confidence scheme in the world. And you don't realize if you were to factually break down these takes, knowing that we're not inside the circle of intelligence, then you are the equivalent of the guy who's like, my sister's cousin's dog walker once went out on a date with Ralph Macchio's cousin. And let me tell you what he said about Hollywood.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing. So Kennedy and I are officially the voices of restraint in America. We have officially been established as the voices of restraint.
So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband because they raping everybody out here.
Second quote out of the Mother Teresa autobiography today. Who had the over 3 in Vegas? Not a lot of people. But
I did not.
We are trending that way.
Yeah.
So the point is, there's a lot to dislike about what's going on in the Middle East right now because we don't want wars and forever wars. Certainly don't want boots on the ground just the same.
No one starts out a war going, oh, this is going to be 20 to 30 years. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Everyone starts a war going, this is going to be awesome. And they're super addicted to the first week, maybe 2.
Yeah.
And then that's when people really start dying and people stop paying attention. And it gets deadly and dangerous and horrible and costly. And all the things that all the forever war people warn against. And it's not the sexy stuff because right now it's all bikini calendars with bunker busters and B-2s.
Missiles in the night.
But, you know, the tail's going to start to eat the head here soon enough. And it will be an endless, forever, horrific slog.
Knitting.
Knitting.
Pee-wee. You go on for 4 hours. What's the point? What does it mean? What does it mean? But yeah, the Ukraine, a good example. Think of how many people's social media profiles turned into the Ukrainian flag. Think of how many people stood with Ukraine.
Yeah, look at
We're in year 3
Daryl
of that
Hannah.
war. Yeah.
Slava Ukraini. It's like, okay, all right. Yes, I want the Ukrainian people to be free as well. I do not want to pay the price for their freedom.
Yeah. And we're in like year 3 of that war.
Yeah.
But the flags just come down. They get replaced with a Gaza flag or whatever flag. And that's the problem with social media. It's in a lot of ways. It does become like a de facto compass for a lot of people. But the compass is the like button. And they go, well, if this is getting likes in the feed, I guess I stand for this now.
So where is Greta Thunberg on this?
Yeah,
is
what up,
she going to
Greta?
go to Iran and guard Fordo against Israeli planes?
She's still dealing with
She's got to go on to the next thing because she got rooster blocked in Gaza by the Israeli Navy, who took over the selfie yacht and made her watch the horrific videos from October 7th. She's like, I've been taken hostage. It's like, who is letting this girl out of her home?
I know, and it's not right. And shame on whoever those people are.
Yes.
Who decided
she's being exploited.
Yes, she would be the proxy for someone else's views, and she'd go yell at the UN, how dare you?
How dare you? My youth has been stolen by carbon. I hate you. And I also hate the Jews. Greta, that's a horrible thing to say.
That's not nice at all.
No.
No one's.
Awful.
Kennedy's in studio. We're talking about.
What an angry little hobbit she
Yeah.
is.
Oh, isn't she though?
Yeah.
And these other
Quaker Oats
jerks.
haircut.
You know, we always just say like the wrong people have too much self-confidence. That part's true, but we're also placating the wrong people when it comes to their views. Like the Kill the Jews crowd shouldn't have as big of a microphone as they do, but they're at Harvard and Columbia right now pretty hard.
Yeah.
You know, and those used to be pretty prestigious institutions.
And no matter what intel comes out, one of the guys who was in charge of the student group, is really getting money and talking points from Hamas. Like, that's real, that's provable. And people are like, well, still, we need to give them space. We need to hold space for them.
Oh, what a proud moment to be a parent. Take out $500,000 in debt so your kid can get a degree in camping.
Yeah, and then it's meaningless. 4 years ago, Columbia was like, ew, prestigious. Now it's like, ew. I don't want to hire one of these irrational boobs.
Yeah, you'd be better off going to like community college in Columbia.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? At least learn how to kick a soccer ball.
Or at least Columbia, Missouri.
That good living out there.
That's great.
Missouri, you got a Cracker Barrel and a Culver's. Missouri has both.
I love Missouri.
Oh, it's so good.
There's so many great cities in this country that people have never considered because they think they have to go to these big, dumb cities with high taxes, high crime, lots of homeless people. It's like, no, there's some beautiful, pristine spots.
Oh, yeah.
Especially all throughout the Midwest, and I'm a fan of.
Love it. If you guys listening around the country, they'll appreciate this on KRMS. If you've never been to the Lake of the Ozarks, 80% of our audience there is listening right now on a pontoon boat. They've been drinking on for about 6 hours.
That is what we should all be doing.
America.
Like people on pontoons, they have figured it out.
Have they ever?
Ugh.
It's going to float along here, no shirt on, maybe some light water skiing.
Yeah.
Maybe
it's like, oh, look, I brought chopped watermelon and a casserole. Let's just float around and drink, and when we get hungry, we'll all stick a spoon in.
There are boats on the Lake of the Ozarks that are just boobs. There's no hands, there's no feet, there's no heads. It's just like boats full of boobs. You link up with them, you bust out the watermelon, the casserole, you do a keg stand. It's America. That's what we should be doing. Yeah. And as people who travel the country, like, we're in on the joke. The people on the coast think like the rest of the country wants to be doing this. None of them want to be doing this. No. Nobody. And we know because we've traveled. They have it better out there. We're talking to Kennedy, by the way.
I wish they would close my freeway so stinky rioters could throw cinder blocks at cop cars.
I mean, and you got to think about that, how selfish those anti-ICE raids were to shut down the entire highway, knowing there would now be no way for the Hamas people to shut down the highway. It's like, show some consideration because we were going to shut down the highway, but you shut down the highway.
Where's the pro-Hezbollah movement?
Yeah. Where do they get a ramp?
Yeah.
What's going on here? You got the 405, you get the 101, you get the 10. So everyone should get a highway, no?
Yeah. I know. They're going to give them the 60.
Diversity, equity, and interstate. Yeah. That's what DEI stands for. No, it's a really dumb time to be alive. But guys, get to the middle of the country. Live it up out there. It's just the best place in the world. I'm going to Tulsa tomorrow. Going to eat nothing but barbecue. It's the way it works. You go down there.
Well, we're going to Traeger up some ribs finally this weekend because we're going to be up at the cabin with no rain.
Oh, yeah.
And no pain either, Jim.
Oh, no rain. That's a Blind Melon song.
Absolutely right.
How about it? That sounds like a win. I got to take Jenny to George Strait on Saturday night in Foxborough. She loves
that's dope.
She loves George Strait.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, unless you're the guy who has to spend 4 hours stopping her from flashing George Strait.
You're not going to stop
Jenny,
her.
There's no...
It's going to be her Lake of the Ozarks.
Yeah. The triangle.
Look at these pontoons, George.
They're coming out. They are coming. George better be straight because he's got some hooties coming his way. I don't think they understand. Jenny Failla, she doesn't get out a lot. Last Saturday, she probably didn't appreciate me saying this. But we didn't have our show last Saturday because the military parade and the fireworks. So I put Jenny on the patio. I smoked 2 Placencia cigars. She might have drank 2 bottles of wine.
Good for her.
Jenny doesn't drink a lot, but if you get her to drink, she's actually a good time if you get a few in her. Mm-hmm. Now, she's always a good time, but she's just like a sing-along goofy gal, and it was fun. And Lincoln wasn't ready for it because Lincoln came home from hanging out with his friends, and now he's getting like noogies and stuff, And if you show up to a party sober, but everybody there has had 10 drinks, you're like, I got to get out of here. I can't stand these people. And that was poor Lincoln. He tried to have a sleepover. He fulfilled his destiny and joined the carnival. He's on the road now. We all knew it was coming. So this Thursday.
He's got a delicate face. You could just slap a beard on him and be
Thank you.
Here's the bearded lady.
That's soft skin. This Thursday, if you're listening on 710 WOR, the voice of New York, and we know you are, Kennedy's doing her podcast live at Studio L, which is known as Langens on 47th Street, right here. It's just inside of 6th
Between
Avenue.
6th and 7th.
It's on the...
Easy to get to.
47 between 6th and 7th is the official watering hole of Fox News, to be clear. The original Langens, which was there down the block for about 30 years, closed, but it's returned under the same ownership.
Yep.
So we bring it back. It's Langens is like Batman. You get a new one every few years.
Yeah.
So this is
like you had Val Kilmer, you had Michael Keaton.
Yeah. They had the Christian Bale. Now you get the Kennedy Batman.
Yeah, that's right. And my bat suit has nipples.
It's bat. You would be bat
It's
person.
controversial, but we're leaning into it.
No, they're going to like it. It's this Thursday. What time does it start?
3 o'clock, 3 to 6.
Yo, 3 o'clock.
Yeah, we are playing the hits, and we can't wait to have people stop by, have a tipple,
Love it.
ask questions, throw out some requests.
Is it okay if they show up drunk from their flight home from Tulsa?
I would be a little upset if they didn't.
We're coming in hard. You're going to get a Jimmy Failla with the hiccups all day Thursday. Going to have theories. It's this Thursday.
Let me tell you about the bunker buzzer.
Listen, I should be doing hits. You know, when a war breaks out, I'm obviously not on TV because I'm like the goofy person, but I should be on. Do you know how many Iranian scientists drove taxis in my garage? Like, think about that. How many of the guys I know that are in these bunkers?
How many former cab drivers have gone missing this week?
Oh, no one ever talks about that.
No.
Yeah, little another when we come back. But it's this Thursday. It's Langens. It's 3 to 6. It's the K train. What more do you want? I mean,
West 47th Street. Come down. I can't wait to meet you.
Hey, girl. All right,
Hey,
back
girl.
after this. Good job.
Thanks, Joe.
This thing is going to become gargantuan when the Son of Man comes.
You're listening to Fox Across America with Jimmy Failla.
You're listening to Fox Across America with Jimmy Failla. Stay informed with news at the top and bottom of every hour. News, information, and talk. News Talk 1040 WHBO.